Okay, so before I begin with anything, I just want to point out, do not judge me on this sign. Okay, I have it right backwards. So let's sink in. Okay, so here we go. Injustice Gods Among Us is a game by NetherRealm Studios. You probably heard of them when they rebooted the Mortal Kombat franchise back 2010 or 11. I forget which one. So anyway, and before you all say, "Oh, it's just a fun game. I have to be a nerd to play," no, you don't. It's actually really good because it boasts on you can use the environment, which is really great, especially when like you're trying to get your friends. Like you go here, and you're like weighing over here, like come on. And you pick up like the bat signal as Wonder Woman, you smash a dude. You're like, oh no, you just smashed me. I'm like, that's my job. I'm Wonder Woman. So it's really great how it does that and incorporates it. I think I used that word wrong. I don't know. And so anyway, we get to the point where there's the story. The story is not much straightforward, but more confusing. Not Metal Gear Solid confusing, but just pretty confusing. Like, we have this alternate universe where Lois Lane and the baby die and Metropolis gets nuked by the Joker. So Superman goes and kills the Joker, rams his... Okay, I shouldn't say that. And then, basically that's what happens. And if you were planning on playing this game without spoilers, then, like, why are you watching this? Because I should probably put a warning. My bad. Next time. So, it, like, later... And he runs this little tyranny, I am the king of everything thing that kills every bad guy or people who stand against him. Most notably Batman. So like he's trying to destroy Batman. But then the people in the universe that the nuke didn't go off and they lived come here. Well, the exception of Flash, that universe is Cyborg for a bit. Before you say, yeah, he went there for a bit, and Superman. And they all go there. Especially starting with Aquaman, and there's 12 chapters, which is really straightforward. It's a good weekend game. So when you're done with that, you can play the game's multiplayer component, which is really awesome, because I got my butt whooped a few times. Twice, I gave up after. And, which, not only are you going to just do that, but you really want to do the thing that it's built for. Same screen, multiplayer, which I can't get that word out. And it's good because it's really competitive. You and your friend looking at each other, wondering which characters you're going to pick. It's really good. Because I always play with my sister, and we start shouting. It was really nice. And then it has that whole transition thing from, not from Mortal Kombat, but from other fighting games where I rarely get to see. Which it's probably there, I just don't look hard enough. It's really good too. The character selection, you don't have to be a nerd. You don't have to be a nerd to play this game. It's really like... You don't really have to do anything with that. I had to get up because I thought someone was outside. But that's the good thing, is you don't really have to do anything. You could just pick the dude looks good. It's probably what we did with Mortal Kombat. And there's... I haven't seen any specs like strength, speed, anything, but we all know Shazam and Flash probably getting in the way. I was going to call him the Speed. The Speed. Alright, so... And then... The multiplayer is really good, even though it's sometimes hard to find a match, but then Marvel vs. Capcom, really hard to find a match. So, and it was really good. Really good, because I ended up finding myself like, there are better players out there than me. Which is the case for anything. But the good thing is, it's arcade stick compatible, which is good because I need my arcade stick back from my cousin. Can I have it back, please? And so, what happens is, you really do feel like a superhero, like you were meant for this universe, which is really great. I don't know how else to put it. This game is really nice. However, a good game isn't without its flaws. You can't be flawless unless you're MGS4. Anyway, so a good thing is, a bad thing, I'm sorry, I just got done talking about the good stuff. Well, not all the good stuff, just enough to get by. The bad thing is, it could be challenging for you, and there's no difficulty unless you're playing battle mode, which has separate battles. It's not story mode though. Story mode doesn't have very easy, that kind of stuff. The difficulty settings, which is a bummer for like most people. Like if you're a noob or if you're a pro wanting to test your might, no, you can't do that here. And when it gives you your default difficulty, which you can't change, it took me about 2 tries at the most to beat a villain. Also, within the story mode, there's a few plot holes and a little bit of wow moments, but but you'll end up finding it by like Green Arrow's act, which is really good. Also, there's some like lag. I found a bit of lag here, but it's nothing to keep the balance check. And there's not that much of a multiplayer community, but that's our problem. Okay, I'm not docking points for that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but then you do feel like the Pele. There's a good thing out there. Also, there are some things like detailed environments and stuff, but you get over that. And then there is the endings, like character endings when you win a battle. They're the same thing. I think they're gonna release DLC for that. It's not EA, but they're gonna find a way. It's WB, which is they release good DLC, I guess. They're releasing skins already. And my dog, he's like hearing things, so I'm sorry if I'm going back and forth. Just try to be safe. Also, the good thing is, and the good thing is when you can buy skins. Now you go, oh, Microsoft points, PlayStation Network might. No, you don't need that. This game lets you buy skins directly from the game. Sure, it's like alternate skins from like story mode. New skins. Sorry, my dog's acting up. So yeah. Anyway, another good thing is when you can use these things. So hero points, when you win or level up, you can use hero points to get skins and artwork and music. I find that really great. I'm sorry, the dog's looking there. You okay, Gordy? My dog. Alright, and sorry if I'm moving around. I should have disclaimed this. Anyway, but then you go, when you finish the game, you really feel like a true hero. And there's sequel bait ending. Okay, anyway, I'm starting to get off topic with hero cards. Hero cards are when you level up and all. There's a big community out there. It's not big, but like there are more advanced players. That's why I need my arcade stick back. And so anyway, even though it might not be, you know what? Before a game, where else? Do not listen to the people who play COD or who think that's superior. Everything else. Do not listen to your Street Fighter fans. They start talking back on it, which I never heard anybody have. Do not listen to your friends who hate fighting games or who think DC heroes are for nerds, or Marvel fans who hate DC, but I like both, in case you didn't know. So, with that in mind, with your repercussions out of the way, if, needless to say, you want to buy this game, you want to. If you don't, it's a rental, like at minimum. And go to Blockbuster too, because they have a deal where it's like GameFly, but faster. Not going against either of those companies either way, I'm just saying in general, but because they need people there. Anyway, so that's really good. With that in mind, get this game. Coming from me, you guys are all like, oh, teenagers be tripping. Stupid, I'm sorry. Anyway, in the end, I want to see what NetherRealm can do, especially with the new Mortal Kombat. It's probably going to come out, which leads me to the ending score. Sorry, it's paper. I had it right backwards. Even the thing. 8.5. You got a problem with that? Do you? 8.5. Buy this game. You knew that already. Rent this game if you have to. It's a really fast campaign with a few errors that I know they'll fix. If not, then it's still pretty good. So, next time, go Captain Crazy. He just tends to know the way out.